Hello and welcome to another update on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now rather consolidating, just moving sideways, but I already showed you in the last update that Bitcoin dominance is starting to drop a little bit. Before we dive into the nanostructures on the Bitcoin chart, I would like to take another quick look at Bitcoin dominance, also for anybody who's new on the channel, because I just want to explain that while Bitcoin is moving sideways, when Bitcoin dominance is going down a bit, it's actually good for the altcoins. So it seems like some kind of a local top has formed there. It's way too early to confirm that a substantial top has formed, due to the extent of the rally and other movements to the downside of of similar magnitude. They weren't really meaningful. So I don't call that a trend reversal to the downside yet. It's of course time to be watching because this move up is technically complete. Actually, it was already complete a while ago, but we have a very well-defined 5-wave move up, so it's time to get that corrected. 5 waves from the September 22 low, which I see as a C wave of wave D. So again, ready for a move down. I think everybody is. Bitcoin moving sideways while Bitcoin dominance has at least a local top in place is quite nice because it indicates that we could see further upside in the altcoin sector. Looking at Bitcoin's micro pattern, I mean, we're still looking for higher prices here because we're just consolidating sideways. I mean, I don't really have a reliable nanostructure here in place. We can always say that this move up here is forming something like that. Yeah, that is what I would prefer, just because we haven't seen any impulsive decline to the downside yet, and we're still holding above the communicated micro support area. To be fair, I should probably even adjust micro support slightly, but I'm not doing that because the nanostructure in this C wave to the upside that started on Wednesday, it's not very clear. I think another high across the sector is likely, especially if I can compare that with other charts that are a little bit more clear on the smaller time frame. Most of them would allow for another high, and also the Bitcoin chart does allow for higher prices. But again, please consider please consider where we're coming from, and that this is like a very full wave count to the upside now, yeah. But still, looking for higher against 99,927. The risk is clearly increasing because we have quite a nice 5-wave move up now, completed or nearly completed from the April low. It's not about nailing the absolute top. It's about being aware of risk and reward here. But as I said, if this is an internal wave 4, and again, this is an intraday update, so we can take a look at the nanostructures. If this is an internal wave 4, we can make a case still for higher prices. There are a few ways how this could be seen. I could even label it as an Elliott Wave triangle, but that is not predictive at all, but it shows you what's possible here. So this could be an Elliott Wave triangle and needs to hold above the 102,350 level to remain a plausible interpretation. So a nice sideways range there on the nano level, but yeah, just be aware that any break below that last swing low here, especially the 102,380 level, that would invalidate the idea of a triangle. That would not be a problem. It would just mean this wave 4 goes a little lower. Could find support at $100,917, for example. That's how I see Bitcoin at the moment in the very short term. So overall, this is micro support, 99,927. So it takes a break below that level to suggest that a larger correction might have started. We don't really have any evidence for that before. And then the market could take us into this area here. I will have to adjust this slightly, or do I not have to do that? Just checking. Yeah, so around about 80K to 80K to 91.6K roughly is Fibonacci support here. Yeah, on the larger time frame for a potential B wave pullback that is now due, because the move up from the April low looks like a really nice 5-wave move up. But that being said, until we break below upper micro support, it would still look best with another high. So that's also what I'm still considering, for example, for the NASDAQ. Not needed though, because it's like, I don't know, like 98% there, right? So it's about time we get that correction. For now though, and that's why we pay attention so closely to the nanostructures. For now, I have no evidence yet that the market has formed the top there. Yeah. bit too early to do that. So as I said, very, very early evidence, you could say, is a break below that Friday swing low here at 102,380. Then at least the direct move up in the triangle is already invalidated. Then I think it's time to take a step back, see if the market can find support here. And if it can't, then yeah, larger pullback might be underway. If you have any questions about that, make sure that you check our X profile, Twitter, where we update in addition, but I'll be there after this video for a few hours to answer questions. So if you have any question, just post below my latest Bitcoin post there. I don't always have time to reply on X, so today I will make the time, absolutely. I'll be there, so if you have any question, put it below the Bitcoin post. Also follow us there for additional updates, mindset stuff, lots of additional tips, tricks, thoughts behind the scenes, whatever, everything's there. You'll find the link in the description, yeah. So yeah, not much more to say about Bitcoin. It's been sort of quiet on the Bitcoin chart. There has been quite some interesting movement across the altcoin sector, so this is updated obviously separately. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.